Guys, I am so dumb. I am so dumb. Throughout my time recording, didn't realize I could just mute my computer recording that I'm talking to you guys, like my audio that I talk to you guys, and just let my audio go through my camera. Didn't really think that through. So dumb.
Hey guys, Fam here, and welcome to another reaction video. Now, y'all remember John the Life TikTak that I told y'all about what happened on my other video?
When I mentioned it on SpongeBob Zombies made by Cooler 2000. Yep, me and them is good. Since this video is made by Draw My Life TikTak, and hopefully, if they're watching this, I do enjoy the content. I really like to watch their videos since it's horror related. And if it's drawing, just really like the stories and all. And what they've created is involved with Sonic.exe. Yep, Sonic.exe, that we all known for a very, very long time. To the people who don't know Sonic.exe, he's basically an evil version of Sonic. And if you have not been caught up to that, then where have you been throughout the horror? Since Sonic.exe first started was in the game, they slaughter and massacre the people we know that's in the Sonic franchise. Well, in the Sonic games, like Tails, Knuckles, Eggman, Amy, everyone that is in Sonic. And of course, Sonic.exe always claims himself as he is God.
Don't you ever forget it.
Since we see over and over and over and over. Even in designs that people made fan art of it. I'm pretty sure y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, Sonic.exe, Draw My Life TikTak. And luckily, I got authorization from Draw My Life TikTak, and I did talk to him about the copyright strikes and everything. So all resolved, all good. This is a shout out to their channel. If you want to watch Drawn to Life TikTak, then go on ahead. Link will be in the description, like the name of the people that created it. But anyway, let's start the horror.
Welcome to a new Draw My Life video.
Same as almost everybody, I'm a big fan of Sonic the Hedgehog. I like the new games, but I don't mind playing the classic ones either. It all started a summer afternoon. I was playing in my room when I heard the mailman leave something in the mailbox. I stopped the game and went for the mail. There was only a CD box and a note. It was from my best friend Kyle. I hadn't heard from him for 2 weeks. The note looked like it was written in a hurry, and it said, "Here, I can't take it anymore. I have to get rid of it. I trust you can do this for me. I can't. He's after me. If you don't destroy this CD, he'll come after you as well. It's too late for me. Destroy the CD. Do it quickly. Don't even think about playing. That's what he wants you to do. Just get rid of it, please." Kyle. After reading the note, I didn't understand anything. Was Kyle playing with me? I looked at the box and the CD inside it. There was nothing weird. It just had written on it with a black marker the words Sonic.exe. How could this hurt me? Truth.
Hold on. .ixi. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be like mean on someone who just say it like that. But I just couldn't help but to say that. I'm not trying to be offensive or anything, I'm just saying. But anyway, a disc? Like, that kind of sound like it would be cursed. I'm like, I did been hearing that people been getting hacked by Sonic.exe himself in the game. That kind of make me wonder if I want to play that game though.
Do it so you can be my next victim.
Since, come on, it's horror related. Yeah, I know. Why?
This, I really felt like playing. I've told you already, I'm a big fan of Sonic. I went
But wait. I'm sorry. Why would... My question is, why would Kyle send his friend this to ask him to destroy it? Why didn't he just, like, I don't know, like, try to destroy it as, like, did he try to break it? Because, well, Sonic is kind of fast, so, hold on. So, like, why send it to a Sonic fan? It's obvious that he's gonna be playing it, since, to be honest, not many Sonic games were good, honestly. Hopefully this next one's supposed to be good, since I don't know if I want to play it myself. I mean, I do like Sonic and all. I do like the episodes, like Sonic.exe, but the games, no. I'm like, I don't know.
up to my room and installed the game. When the title appeared, I realized it was one of the first Sonic games. It all seemed normal until, for a fraction of a second, I saw something weird on the startup screen. The sky was getting darker, the title looked rusty and destroyed, the Sega's 1991 was replaced by a 666, and the water had turned red. The most horrifying thing was Sonic's eyes, black and bleeding, with two shiny red dots looking at me. His smile was also scary. When the screen to choose a character appeared, there were Tails, Knuckles, and Dr. Robotnik. Now I knew for sure.
See, looking at those, honestly, Knuckles and Eggman look like the Sonic-exe characters, and Tails just is, I don't know about that, but it is Tails. Really good though, really good drawing.
Something was going on. I mean, how can you play with Robotnik in a classic Sonic game? At that point, I realized I was playing a hacked game. I kept on with it. I chose Tails and the game froze for like 5 seconds. I heard a chilling laugh. I started to play and I made Tails run as I would have done with any of the classic Sonic games. A flat land and some trees.
Tails would be the first to die.
Not long after, I saw one of the small animals laying dead on the ground, bleeding. Tails had a sad look on his eyes, and the music started to slow down. I kept on with Tails, but he seemed affected. Going up a hill, Sonic appeared, leaning on a tree. His eyes were black, and he had an evil smile on his face. Tails seemed really scared. The screen turned black for about 7 seconds, and a white text appeared that said, "Hello, do you want to play with me?" What is going on? Tails was on the screen again. He was very scared. He looked at me, terrified. He wanted me to get him out of there. We started running. Suddenly, I heard the chilling laugh again, and Sonic appeared with black and red eyes. I kept running with Tails, but Sonic wouldn't stop chasing him, flying, until he got him. He jumped on Tails right before the screen turned black. I heard a cry, and a new text appeared again. "You are too slow. Wanna try again?" Even though I didn't want to keep playing, this time I chose Knuckles. I heard the laugh again, and a message showed up. "You can't run." In this level, the sky was red and the ground was metallic. Knuckles looked at me, afraid, same as Tails did. I started playing, but that distressing laugh sounded again.
Of course, in the game, we already witnessed something like this. They already done like a revisit thing. Like they made another Sonic.exe game. And he remembered from the last game. And he's like, how about we do this all over again? Can't remember what was the game actually called. I know it was Sonic.exe something. Of course, all the characters came back, and it's like, how about we go back down the old memory lane?
Sonic appeared right in front of Knuckles with those evil eyes in a pixelated black cloud of smoke. Knuckles looked desperate. He tried to defend himself, but Sonic got him. The screen turned black, and I heard the cry again. What's going on? I got scared for real and decided to stop playing. The game had worn me out, so I fell asleep. But right after, a disturbing nightmare ruined my rest. I could hear Knuckles and Tails crying for help. Had I abandoned them? I gathered all my courage and started to play again. When I started it,
Of course, in the game, what I remember, Knuckles tried to fight Sonic.exe, but he got exhausted, and Sonic.exe got him.
Only had Robotnik left to play with. This time, the screen was kind of a hallway with purple walls. There were candles emitting red light and blood drops in the screen. I
Yeah, he
started
went for
running with
Billy.
Robotnik. He didn't seem nervous as the others too did. As he was moving forward, the walls seemed darker and darker. The candles starting to emit a mysterious blue light. And the terrible laugh appeared again. He was here. Sonic showed up right in front of Robotnik. He seemed more real this time. His smile was the most horrible thing I had ever seen, and his big eyes were...
I mean, come on, guys. Who do you think made Sonic.exe in the first place? If you haven't seen the origin, you might as well go look for yourself. If you don't want me to say it now. Very good.
I'm gonna give y'all 10 seconds to click off and go see the origin that I reacted to. Like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It was Eggman. All Eggman. His fault. No joke. He did it. He created Sonic to be pure evil. Something went wrong, and now he's a menace to society. He'll kill anyone that he sees.
crying blood. I was paralyzed with fear. Tails, Knuckles, Robotnik, and probably Kyle had disappeared because of this macabre hedgehog. I was going to be the next one. I saw the super realistic Sonic jumping out of the screen. He was coming for me. The screen turned black. At that moment, I nearly passed out. And at last text in black appeared on the screen. Ready for round 2, Tom? The evil laugh sounded as if Sonic was right behind me. The startup screen appeared, with Tails, Knuckles and Robotnik wiped out. I cried for them. They were trapped forever in that cursed game. I tried to get the game out of my computer, but I couldn't. I heard a voice, a whisper. Try and keep this interesting for me, Tom. I turned around and I saw where that voice was coming from, and what I saw made me scream. Sitting in my bed, there was a Sonic stuffed animal, smiling, with blood stains on his eyes.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it. And if you want to see more Draw My Life videos, subscribe to our channel.
I couldn't help but to applaud for that artwork right there. And to be honest, back then, while I was still in high school, I also drew Sonic.exe. Well, not actually draw him, but I kind of colored him. Honestly, I don't know why I didn't thought about drawing him for myself, since I didn't really have much art experience. But seeing Sonic.exe, I just couldn't help but to colorize. But anyway, draw Life TikTak. Anyway, guys, I thought I was going to end that last video, but I kind of saw Tails. Tails the doll. Creepypasta. Y'all ever heard of Tails the doll? No? If you haven't, Tails the doll is basically a cursed doll that is like an evil doll version of Tails, and more sinister, kind of like Sonic.exe. Also in the artwork, to be honest, I don't know how the Tails doll became like that. I just guessed for myself that Sonic.exe created him, since he's kind of sinister like him. I guess Sonic.exe also wants a sidekick for himself. I mean, where's a superhero without a sidekick? But a villain also needs a sidekick. Still, this is still made by Life TikTak. Tails doll. If you want to see that also, it's also in the link. Both Sonic.exe and Tails doll will be linked in the description down below. And of course, like I said, both creators are the same. Draw My Life TikTak. Anyway, let us react. Tails Doll, the cursed.
Bloody doll.
Welcome to a new Draw My Life video. Welcome to another Scary Tuesday TikTakers. Today, we bring you the adaptation of a new creepypasta, the legend of a creepy and mysterious creature.
Crazy, it's not Tuesday for me, but it's Friday. Well, now Saturday, since it's 12 in the morning.
Which is related to one of your favorite video games. But this story starts a long time ago, before game consoles hit homes. In the early 1980s, in a town in the United States, panic began when a series of violent deaths followed. The victims had been brutally tortured and killed, and the perpetrator always left the initials TD in blood on the wall. Beyond that, the police had no clue. The most brutal killing took place in a home where 6 people died and only 1 survived, with serious injuries. His testimony was chilling. He claimed to have been attacked by a small blood-covered teddy bear with a macabre smile full of fangs and from whose eyes flames erupted. On its head, it had a kind of antenna with a red stone, and he acted like a madman, jumping from one side to the other. The police dismissed his testimony, and he was admitted to a mental sanatorium. Days later, he committed suicide. A rumor began to spread around the city that the person responsible for the crimes was not a psychopath but a demonic entity, and everyone locked themselves in their houses as soon as the sun set. One night, a police patrol found in an alley the remains of a massacred body. And a few meters away, a figure writing the initials TD with blood on the wall. They went after him and were able to chase him thanks to the trail of blood he left up to the outskirts of the city, where he hid in the cemetery. By that time, the alarm had been raised and several patrols began to trace the cemetery. A journalist from a local newspaper also appeared and was allowed to accompany one of the police teams. After a long time of spinning and listening to strange noises, suddenly one of the officers collapsed to the ground, his voice drowned by the gushes of blood coming out of his throat. While the other policeman was helping his partner, the journalist reacted quickly with his camera and took a snapshot in the middle of the darkness. When he later revealed it in his lab, he couldn't believe what he saw. A small teddy bear appeared standing on a tomb, holding in his hand a blood-stained axe.
Look more of a plushie.
The image confirmed the description given at the time by the previous victim, and when it was published in the press, people got hysterical. It was no longer enough to close doors and windows. Rosaries, incense, holy water, and any other religious object that could protect against a demonic being were used. They went massively to ask the parish priest what they could do in the face of such a threat, and he answered that faith was the only salvation. A vigil of prayers and supplications was summoned and lasted for several days without interruption. People turned to the heavens for help to weaken the monster's power. Suddenly, one night, the creature appeared, kneeling before the priest. Blood and flames gushed out of his eyes stronger than ever, and his desperate cries tried to silence the people's prayers. The priest gathered the courage to stand before him, uttered a few verses, and sprinkled him with holy water. At which point, the monster gave a scream of pain and exploded like a great blood bubble, soaking everyone present. At last, the curse was over. Everything went back to normal, and people tried to forget that gruesome experience. Until much later, in the late 1990s, when Sega released for its Saturn console a new installment of its Star saga, Sonic R. It was a revolutionary 3-dimensional racing game that included a couple of secret characters that could be unlocked as rewards. In a home in Los Angeles, California, a mother called her son, who had been locked in his room for hours, for dinner, playing this new title. After several unanswered attempts, she went upstairs ready to scold him, but what she found left her disenchanted. Her son lay on the floor with blue lips, foam in his mouth, and dilated pupils. The console was on, and a song from the game Can You Feel the Sunshine kept looping. with a cheerful tone that gave it all a bizarre atmosphere. It was ruled that the boy had died of an epileptic seizure from playing for too many hours at a time, which was strange because he had no family history of this disease. After the funeral, the family gave away all his toys and belongings. The video console went to his best friend, who connected it at home and found that just before he died, the boy had unlocked a new character. It was called Tails Doll, the dark version of one of the protagonists of the game, which looked like a stuffed animal with an antenna with a red light on his head. This fact became known on the internet forums and began to spread the rumor that the bloodthirsty TD had returned to action through the macabre character of the video game. Sega didn't take long to react and made it disappear from all its products. But it was too late, and the nightmare became reality again. A few weeks later, there was a new murder. Once again, a brutally tortured corpse and an inscription in blood, this time more extensive. It said, "Thank you for your fear and for bringing me back to life. From now on, I won't have a body. I won't need it anymore. Because I am Tails Doll." If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, and if you want to
Doll. I feel like Tails Doll is more deadlier than Sonic.exe. Then again, Sonic is more sinister. He can come up with something more horrific. I mean, this was then from now. So honestly, seeing Sonic today, we saw 3 different versions of him as .exe. Mostly me, I just seen it from Friday Night Funkin'. And it's like he's just evolving and evolving and evolving to a deadly monster. I gotta say, if there was a fight between a Sonic.exe and Mario.exe, I bet my money on Sonic. And of course, I've seen the .exe of Mario, and he's not that much scary for me. I just see that Sonic is more scarier than him. Also, seeing this kind of origin, my question is, how did Tails Doll even came to the real world and slaughter so many innocents? I mean, I get Sonic was in the game. I don't think they, no way, a plushie. There was a plushie. I'm guessing the plushie made Tails Doll, and he put most of his powers in that doll so he could be as sinister as him. So like I said, a sidekick. A hero needs a sidekick. They couldn't catch Sonic, but they caught Tails. In the end, they used Holy Water to defeat it. And from the 80s to the 90s, it's now in the virtual video game somehow. That Sega didn't even realize. I guess it took its spirit into the virtual game and still slaughtering others. But anyway, that's Draw My Life TikTak right there. Still, thank you guys for for taking down those copyright strikes. And make sure you guys go subscribe to their channel if you are interested and watch their videos. And I hope you enjoyed my little horror content. Anyway, make sure you guys
Scare the like button, tap that notification bell, and comment what you think of the video. Subscribe to my channel for more horror content. I'm Fam the Dark Hoodie, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.